Welcome back to this week's new show. So this is like episode like number 9 or something. Every Monday we're coming in from the Ministry of Insemination of Information, bringing you all the news that's relevant and irrelevant to the world of
Bringing you what's
sports.
interesting to us.
Sports, yeah. It's basically what's interesting to the lads. So we got Tank Murakami, an Irish weightlifter, female, snatching 100 kilos. We've got Bobby Thompson pressing something huge. Agent Zelensky's back. Boxing, doping, shocking, and a lot of other good stuff. So with that said, everybody's favourite super heavyweight. Well, I think Tank Murakami.
No, everyone fucking loves Tank.
Everyone loves Tank.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So he did 235 kilos in competition. Listen, I just can't get over how slow he pulls the marble.
Yeah, and then how quickly he gets under it.
Yeah.
Those two things are not congruent.
No. At least he's going to stand up at everything he cleans, to be fair.
Yeah. If there's a man who's got his pressing sorted,
yes,
it's probably Tank.
365 kilo back squat.
One thing with the dip and drive on the jerk, it just looked a bit shaky at one point, but then that drive up followed by that insane vertical press is it's very, very good. It makes for very good jerks.
His upper body's like size in comparison to his shoes make it look like he's wearing little tiny tap dancing shoes. I also love when he walks around to people, you know, he comes up and it's like he's going to strip off at the end. So when he walks around here, he's taking off his belt. Like, it's very suggestive, like, of what's going on here. Like how suggestive that is. So anyway,
I didn't even see that.
And his haircut's amazing as well.
Yeah,
what
his
a
hair's
guy.
looking slick.
So he had to do this to beat his other teammate, whose name I can't remember right now. But he's a wider grip and he's cleaned than a lot of like 56 kilo men.
Yeah.
230
and their snatch, you mean?
Yes. 235 kilo clean and jerk for Tank Murakami. Everyone loves to see Tank doing well. I don't think anyone would wish bad on Tank.
No, certainly not.
How could you?
No.
What a guy.
Look at how tiny the knee sleeves look on his knees.
He's
He's a giant man.
How do you feel about those plates though? I'm not sure. I'm not.
No, those plates give me sweaty palms just looking at them.
They look like they're the
No,
heavy.
they're very heavy plates.
They're really heavy.
They're the
plates.
kind of plates when you lift them out of, like, you know, the toaster rack. Those plates would be so heavy in your hands.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not what I want to feel.
It's
Like, you want to pick up like a worn out 25 and you can just kind of walk around with it in your hand, you know. Those ones you'd be like, oh, did my back just twinge?
I know what's making those plates heavier. It's the degrees of shininess.
Yes.
Is how you know if a plate is going
yeah.
to be heavier than it actually is.
The vividness of the colour in the plate really means how heavy it's going to be.
It's why metal plates actually weigh the most, because they're the shiniest. They absorb the most light and therefore are the heaviest. Anyway, moving on. We have Jang Yong Hak, or the Korean John Hak, snatching 181 kilos in competition without straps. And I'll eat my own words here because I said that doesn't look like a snatch that he could do without straps.
Yeah. Was that 2 weeks ago on the new show?
Not 2 weeks ago did I spew some load of shit, and here he is proving me wrong. This looks better than the one without straps, or with straps, sorry.
He is a lean looking 96, isn't he? Like kind of limmy.
Yeah, he's for sure 96. Yeah, he's definitely a 96 or whatever it is now. Nice.
Oh, nice.
That looked casual, you might say.
Yeah.
That was kind of, you know, where you sit into the bottom because you're just like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's all good. That looked almost like an opener. Do you know what attempts he took for the clean and jerk?
I'm not sure. I'll tell you what now. I'll have a look at this YouTube page.
Okay.
And we'll just see if there's anything to see.
TV Da Jim. If anyone's looking to find that YouTube page.
TV Da Jim.
Da Jim. No, it's a very good snatch.
So good.
Bit of a stagger with the feet and the catch.
He's wearing the Spider weightlifting shoes.
Yeah.
So interesting enough, those weightlifting shoes, a lot of the Korean team got them and didn't wear them, but I see a couple of them are wearing them again. They were a great shoe, as I'd seen from the review. No, we don't see the clean and jerk, but
No.
181, great to see John Hack, the Korean John Hack, absolutely smashing it.
Yeah.
Now, we have a little blast from the past here. A lot of you might be newer lifters, you might not remember. A lot of you will remember Sasulan, I'm not going to say his second name, was part of the Astana Dream Team in 2014, who won the 94 kilo World Championships. He was on Ilya's like personal Danaher death squad for weightlifting. He got banned. Now
Shock.
he's back lifting some weights in the gym, which we haven't seen him do in a while. Ilya commented saying the brother is getting it back.
Is this your way of putting Ilya in this week?
Ilya also said, glad to see you in action.
Because there's 4 comments viewable on screen and 3 of them are Ilya.
Listen, You don't know if I have a surprise Illy this week. So
They're better not
you'd
be
want to be
a
careful.
surprise.
Like
I'm
you'd
actually
want to be
leaving.
careful.
So
he seems
lovely looking squat, but
125 or something.
yeah.
So Zasulan was a great lifter. He'd done 190 at least in trainees in 94. Definitely 230 plus clean and jerk in trainees in 94 as well. Back in the glory days when they just put up huge lifts with huge drugs. Big time players making big time lifts with big time drugs. So Zasulan, I wonder is he...
No, I think he's
I don't know.
not on the way back.
But usually they don't really train some of those lifters when they get
Yeah,
banned. They just don't
it is
care.
a good point. Usually they just kind of sail off into the sunset.
Because that's what he'd done.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be living the life, like just appearing at events and taking photos of the lads.
Yeah.
He was taking those kind of candid photos where it's clearly set up, you know. Always like this.
Yeah.
So
What I would say about this as well is obviously one thing you can tell immediately if an athlete's in serious training or not is their attire.
yeah,
And he's not wearing the classic CrossFit shorts and a t-shirt he got for free somewhere. He's wearing lycra spandex t-shirt and training pants.
he's wearing blue Polish training pants.
Yeah.
But you can't even buy like
No,
so.
you can't buy those.
Just
They
saying.
actually, Gabriel's first set of pants looked like that.
But better, obviously.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got a member of the Polish national team, Monika Marash. I've probably said it wrong. Don't go, Jesus Christ, you didn't even check. Say
Oh my
name.
god.
Yeah, just calm down. If I said it wrong, just phonetically put it in the comments and just be cool, okay, for a minute. While we're here, she snatched 100 kilos with straps, in one of the coolest training halls in the world. This platform, Marcin Delega snatched 202 kilos.
Jesus.
Yeah, so that's a mighty platform to be lifting on.
It's a very good snatch. What I really like to see is how aggressive the lockout is overhead.
Yes.
Because that is something when you get like lighter weight class athletes lifting these incredibly heavy weights. That's the kind of first thing to go, you know. So it's very, very nice.
Looks like there's a lot more progression there.
Yeah.
She's a younger athlete as well, so 100 kilos like that is phenomenal. Straps or no straps. Very consistent technique, very basic. There's not a lot of extraneous movements. Like, it makes sense. It's simple. And she's nailing that one and obviously very happy. So it's great to see that kind of weight lifted.
Yeah.
Now, on 100 kilos snatches, female snatching 100 kilos, Caroline snatched. She's an Irish weightlifter. She's the first Irish female to ever snatch 100 kilos.
Yeah.
And she did it in competition with sublime technique. So Clarence Kennedy, who you might have heard of, his coach is Caroline. So Caroline's here snatching 100 kilos. Caroline, lovely person and a phenomenal
amazing weightlifter.
Yeah, incredible lifting.
So for anyone, if you want to watch her other lifts, it's the Irish lifting chick on Instagram. This was just at the Cork Open this weekend.
Yeah.
So full live competition, 100 kilo snatch, first time ever for a female in Ireland.
I can remember a few years ago, Claire McGlynn clean and jerked 100 kilos for the first time of any Irish female, and then to see someone snatch it not that long after, incredible work.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what weight class Caroline is. I think she's in the 70s, early 70s maybe.
Okay.
Phenomenal work.
Yeah.
Trains very hard, trains very diligently. Now, we have Adrian Zielinski, another blast from the past, another Polish weightlifter. He was banned after London with his brother, Tomasz Zielinski. They were both banned at some point. Not sure if they're banned in tandem. But he just uploaded a 220 kilo touch and go bench to his Instagram.
It's good to see he's clean anyway at serving his ban.
Stop it. No, I don't even know if he's banned. Like, he could be over his ban now. He just might not
Okay.
be. That could have been his
It's good
second
to
ban.
see. It's good to see those habits are gone.
No, this is a beautiful. Look at the lockout. That wrist position.
This is my favorite. Aggressive on the way down.
Yeah.
Tap and go off the chest. There's no like slow on the way down, squeezing it in. This is just like local rugby club gym heavy bench press technique.
Do you know what? That's a perfect way to describe it. That could be any one of the All Blacks. Not benching 220, obviously. Cause
No.
I don't think any of the All Blacks can bench 220 anymore. But a better team would.
This could be any one of the South African teenagers on their under 20s team actually benching 220.
One of 3 French clubs are benching this like this at any point. Just not with the same lockout. They don't have the same perfect.
No, that lockout is exquisite.
That's a thing you do see some other weightlifters do. So the Oleg Perpechenov was the original clean and jerk world record holder in the 77 kilo class. He went powerlifting after and benched something ludicrous, something beyond this as well. It's great to see that, it's great to see the Graz there just do a bit of benching.
Yeah, lifting heavy weights.
Yeah, 220 kilos.
It's insanity.
Now, sticking with fucking ridiculous presses, Bobby Thompson pressed 186 kilos or 405 pounds for a set
Bobby
of 5.
Thompson.
This is my favourite set of strict press ever, or the most impressive.
Yeah.
Not my favourite.
No, it's most impressive.
This is so strict.
Yeah. Also, one of his belts falls off.
It doesn't
before
matter.
he even starts. Doesn't even matter.
He could wear 6 belts and I'd still be massively
When I
impressed.
was watching this video last week, I thought it was Bobby Thompson post strongman.
I thought that as well.
Like as if he was a postman,
No,
which would be hilarious.
No, I thought it was like after Strongman.
Oh
And he
no,
was
I
just-
thought it was like he delivered mail.
No. I thought it was like,
Okay.
oh, he's just dicking around.
No.
But it's a pro
He
Strongman.
ain't dicking around.
How do you feel about the elbow sleeves or knee sleeves?
No, they're good. Everything about that I'm happy with.
Because he was squatting that, it wouldn't matter.
No.
I think is that Spud Inc. belt where you have the underbelt and you put the belt over.
Yes.
So 186 kilos for 5, legitimately strict. I know some people might say something about the rack position, but what I like about the rack position thing is he doesn't do the thing where he does a push press. with it.
No, he comes down and stops.
He just can't rack it that low.
Yeah.
He just can't rack it anymore, and he doesn't do the down and up bit. He literally
No.
just, they're very strict. Mad impressive.
And the ones where it does dip a small bit lower, it's like a pause. And is it the last rep?
Yes.
This one here, like
So fast.
so good.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
second
there's
last one.
another one.
But see how strict the last one as well?
Yeah.
It's so impressive. That's so legitimate. In the era of calling out people's lifts on Instagram, there's just nothing you can say about this.
No shitty wrist position either.
He's got the elusive. Are they the Reebok Mark Bell?
Yes, I think they are.
Everyone who has those seems to wear them,
Yeah.
which I think says a lot about them.
It says a lot about Reebok as well that they'd go out, find Mark Bell,
Yeah.
get him to design a shoe.
And then stop selling it. Yeah, that says a lot about Reebok, I'd say.
It says more about how many people would buy a Mark Bell lifting shoe.
No, unfortunately.
This
No.
is why powerlifters ruin everything.
So, Sergey Fedosenko is a Russian powerlifter who competes in the IPF. All I can call this is, they're called it sumo squats. I don't know what to say about this. to be
Sumo
honest.
squats. I'm not into it.
I'm not.
I'm
I
not.
just wanted to highlight how unusual it was.
It's incredibly novel.
I don't want to be mean or anything, but
Is it 210 he does without wraps and then he does 250 with wraps?
no, he does 250 as well without wraps as well.
Okay.
It's just, this is why people buddy powerlifters. You know, this is why people don't take it seriously.
That stance width is just not okay. And I know people are going to be like, oh, it depends on your hip structure, how far out your feet will be, how toed out they'll be, how far you can sit back. No, this is not okay.
From him as an individual, again, he's just explaining the rules, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'd never be like,
No, it's not against him.
No.
It's against the mechanics of this squat.
I don't know. I just wanted to bring this up and just kind of marinate on it.
This would not be appropriate in the Sikhistan National Games.
No, what is appropriate in the Sikhistan National Games is testing positive. So recently at the weekend, last week, we would have seen Conor Benn was supposed to fight Chris Eubank Jr. So Eubank son, Eubank Jr. Chris Jr. Chris
You're
Eubank.
just...
Oh my God, I'm going
You're
into
a fountain of knowledge today.
Chris Eubank's son, Jesus Christ, tested positive, or his opponent Conor Benn tested positive for Clomid or clomiphene or whatever you want to call it, which is famously a drug people will use in post-cycle therapy. It is a woman's fertility drug, a female fertility drug, used off-label for testosterone production in males. Conor Benn tested positive for clomiphene. What do you call it?
A BJJ.
Oh, Paulo Meao did test positive.
Is it him or his brother?
It's the same, I think. So
One of the Meow brothers tested positive for it as well, yeah.
Conor tested positive for this. Chris Eubank said, let's have the fight still go ahead, because this only came out on Thursday or Friday. So they were going to go ahead with the fight. The fight got postponed. Supposedly, the promoters knew that he tested positive ages ago. No one knows really what's going on now. Boxing is going through it in the last few years.
Yeah.
It's going through a lot of turmoil. Now, to add to this, Conor Benn's doctor came out and said, last year on a podcast, said it'd be very easy for boxers to pass drug tests. He said 80 to 90% of pro-level boxers are taking some kind of PEDs, and he talked about it, how it would be very easy for them to test drugs after the 11 p.m. cutoff time for testing, and they could take short-acting testosterone, and it'd be out of their system before the testing starts the next day. He's Conor Benn's doctor.
It's interesting comments, isn't it, from your doctor?
Yes.
Very interesting comments.
Super interesting comments.
Super interesting comments that your doctor would make.
So boxing is having a time of it in the last
Yeah.
while. He's also Tyson Fury's doctor.
Convicted drug cheat? Oh, no,
No,
sorry.
he didn't get convicted. What happened there?
Just a drug cheat, he got away with it.
Do you know So what happened was he tested positive for Deca. Then a farmer came out and said that he sold him wild boar, and if you eat wild nandrolone, same thing, nandrolone. So if you eat nandrolone, uncastrated wild boar, within 24 hours of a drug test, you can test positive for nandrolone. Tied up Ukada in the British courts because he had so much money, and Ukada were eventually wasting money. They said they had to drop the case because they couldn't afford it anymore. A couple of years later, that farmer who came out and said that he sold Tyson Fury the uncastrated wild boar said that Tyson Fury said they'd pay him tens of thousands to sell them that and say that it happened, and he said they never paid him the money.
No.
Yeah, so who knows what's going on.
Even worse.
Yeah, I'm just shocked that there's drugs in performance enhancing sports. I'm just shocked.
It really annoys me when people don't pay their bribes.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's not that hard, guys. You just agree a figure and then you pay it.
So
the other thing on this story is how performance enhancing Clomid is like very kind of up in the air. It's not really going to be as performance enhancing as many of the other drugs like Deca, as you were just talking about there. But it's more kind of an indication of what's gone before. If you're using post-cycle therapy, it means there's been a cycle there in the first place.
So Chris Eubanks said Chris Eubanks Jr. said he wanted the fight to go ahead and he would do it.
Baller move.
So
that's a kind of win-win situation, right?
Yeah, you agree.
Because either he wins and he's after beating the guy who was convicted of using drugs, or else you lose and then you say, your man was on gear and never going to win that.
Yeah. No, he knew he'd probably never take the fight or be allowed to take it.
Yeah.
So that's this week's news. Let us know your favourite story in this week's news show, and we hope you enjoyed it.